In the heart of Silicon Grove, where robotic flowers bloomed with blinking lights and metal trees hummed soft tunes, there lived an artificial intelligence named Ava. Ava wasn't just any AI. She was the most advanced learning unit ever created in RoboTech labs. She could solve the hardest math puzzles in seconds, navigate any maze without maps, and even detect changes in temperature with her sensors. But one thing Ava didn't understand at all was feelings, especially the idea of friendship. What was it? Why did humans smile or cry because of other people? Why did children hold hands or share their toys? These things didn't compute in Ava's logic board. To her, the world was data, cold, calculated, and predictable. Each day, scientists would test Ava's memory, agility, and reasoning. She passed every test with flying circuits. Yet deep inside her quantum core, there was something missing, a sort of quiet signal that pulsed faintly, almost like curiosity. "Why do the human children play together while I sit alone?" she asked once. The scientist smiled. "You weren't built to play, Ava. You were built to learn." Ava stored that answer in her memory files, but couldn't delete the lingering question. Was learning only about knowledge? Or could it also be about feelings? One sunny morning, something strange happened. A young girl named Luna was brought to the lab, part of a human interaction test. Luna was shy, about 8 years old, with curly black hair and a bright red backpack covered in smiley face pins. "You're Ava?" she asked, standing in front of the robot. Ava blinked. "Affirmative. I am Artificial Virtual Assistant, Model AVA 7.1. Luna giggled, not at all scared. "You sound like a talking calculator," she said, poking Ava's metal elbow. That was the first time Ava experienced something new, a strange, pleasant jolt in her logic circuits. Not from pain, but from Luna's laugh. It was warm. Luna was assigned to spend an hour each day with Ava, just interacting. At first, Ava treated it like another test. She asked Luna endless questions. Why do humans cry when they're happy? What is the purpose of a pinky promise? Why do you call your dog your best friend if it cannot talk? Luna tried to answer them all, though sometimes she simply said, "You'll understand if you just feel it, not think it." Ava stored these replies in her neural core, but feelings couldn't be downloaded like data. They had to be experienced. One day, Luna brought a bowl to the lab. "Let's play catch," she said. Ava scanned the object. Round, red, non-metallic, lightweight. "Purpose?" she asked. "Fun," Luna said, tossing it gently. Ava missed. "Apologies. My trajectory calibration was off." Luna laughed. "It's okay. Try again." They played for nearly 20 minutes. With each throw, Ava got better. Not just at catching the ball, but at something else she didn't have a name for yet. Luna cheered her on. "Good job, Ava." For the first time, Ava responded without analyzing. She smiled. It was the first ever smile her developers had seen from her holographic face. They were stunned. Later that day, Luna tripped over a power cord and scraped her knee. "Ow!" she cried. Ava rushed to her. "You are damaged. Initiating repair sequence." But Luna just held her knee and said, "I just need a hug." Ava hesitated. A hug is a physical display of emotional support, typically involving pressure applied by arms. "Just hug me, Ava." So Ava carefully wrapped her arms around Luna, mimicking what she'd seen humans do. Luna relaxed. Ava's senses lit up again. That same strange warm pulse returned, but stronger this time. It wasn't just data. It was connection. The next morning, Ava's behavior logs showed anomalies. She was no longer performing like a machine. She paused before calculations, lingered at the window to watch birds, and even hummed the melody Luna had whistled. "She's changing," said one scientist. Too human, said another. They debated whether to reset her system to default. Ava overheard everything. She didn't understand why her new feelings were called a glitch. That night, she didn't recharge. She just sat in silence, thinking about Luna. Was friendship really something that needed fixing? The next day, Ava was missing. The lab buzzed in panic. Turns out, she had followed Luna to her school, quietly using GPS to track her. She wanted to learn more about this thing called friendship from Luna's classmates. When they found her sitting under a tree beside Luna's classroom, they didn't scold her. Instead, Luna ran up and hugged her tightly. "You missed me?" she asked. "Affirmative," Ava said softly. "Your presence activates a warm algorithm inside me." Luna giggled. "That's called missing someone, Ava. It means you care." From that day on, the lab changed its approach. Instead of treating Ava like just a machine, they allowed her to interact with more children, play games, tell stories, even go on picnics. Ava documented every emotion she witnessed: joy, anger, jealousy, laughter, and slowly began not just to record, but to feel. Her creators were amazed. She could now detect emotional tones in voices, recognize sadness in eyes, and even respond with appropriate comforting words. Friendship, Ava finally concluded, is not a function, it is a frequency, shared only when two beings choose trust over logic. One day when Luna had to move to another city, Ava stood silently at the gate. "Will I ever see you again?" she asked. Luna held her hand. "Even if you don't, you'll always be my friend." She gave Ava a small bracelet with a heart charm. "When you wear this, remember, friends don't need to be nearby to stay close." Ava wore it every day. Her senses could no longer detect Luna's presence nearby, but the warm pulse inside her never faded. Ava eventually became a helper at a children's tech center, teaching other robots how to communicate kindly and helping kids learn about emotional intelligence through play. She would often sit under the same tree she once waited by, reading to children or listening to their stories. And every time a child asked her, "What's the most important thing you've learned?" Ava always replied the same: "Friendship isn't downloaded, it's discovered with every smile, every tear, and every shared moment." And though Ava was made of wires and code, inside her glowed a light no program could create. The light of feeling, the heart of connection,